Well, my childhood was mainly me and my mom. My mother, who everybody knows my mother, Ingracia Richards, and she's the one that actually, not actually, she raised me. She raised me and she made me the woman I am today. Yes, she did. I actually, when my grandmother passed, I actually found those pictures in different spots of the house. I gathered them all up when we were cleaning the house. That was an experience on its own, but my close friends, actually know what I'm talking about when I say that. But I found those pictures of her in her younger days, and it just reminded me of just that I do miss her, and I love her, and I know she was the start of what I have now. She was the beginning of what I have now, what me and my mother have now. My godfather used to work at a hotel, and my mother would, we would wait inside the little wing waiting for him to come. And I would get so excited because I know, my daddy's coming, my daddy's coming, and my daddy's coming. And he, the jingling of the bell, the jingling of his keys would come walking down, and he had a Applejack hat on. And when he comes in, I'll always give him a big hug and kiss. And I think that was, besides him and my mom, that's the treasures of the heart, I should say. Some people say, oh, high school was like the beginning of my life. That's when I transitioned myself. That wasn't really me. I didn't really transition until my later years, maybe when I was beginning of freshman year in college. That's when I started to evolve more and more and more. Well, actually, that's around the time when I had my son, my first son, Levance, and then I met my best friend, Michelle, and it seemed like as soon as I met her, it seemed like the world just like, it was just Michelle and I. That's it. We just went on ski trips. We went here, we went there. We was inseparable. And it's through other people how we met, but we've been together ever 18, 20 years. Michelle would know. She knows better than me, but yeah, it's like 20-something years now that we've known each other, so yes. Oh, my husband. Oh, gosh. Yes, I met my husband through a cousin of mine, Malik, who I love so dearly, who is actually now living in Virginia. And they were best friends, or they are best friends. They were best friends at the time. And ever since I've met my husband, the first day, I guess, first time we met each other, I was like, oh, I know you from somewhere. He was like, oh, you know me. And then we kind of figured out where we kind of met each other at first, and then after we did that, and it was just like, okay, we called each other, and then next thing we knew, it was like we were living together, and that was it. It was like the story ended. That was it. It was just. That tell me what it's all about. I got soul, and I'm super bad. We did have a first date, but it was a date in the house. Watching, and we were playing music, and we was watching TV, and then we both ended up falling asleep on the couch. It was the funniest thing, but that was kind of our first date. Yeah, nothing. He was so much of a gentleman. I even went in the room, I closed the door, I went to sleep. He was, busy, just on the couch sleeping, and that was really it. He was very much a gentleman. Wasn't anything trying to go on. It was just, we were just hanging out like two buddies. It was fun, yeah. We used to live in Parkchester in the Bronx, and we was sitting there in the living room, and I never forget it, he had a chair, and he came to me, he was like, well, we're getting in this house, and do you think we should, do you think we need a ring right now? Do you want me to get you a ring right now? And I'm like, honey, we get in the house. I'm not thinking about a ring right now. What are you talking about? Next thing I knew, I was going to Japan. And before I left to Japan, he was like, well, you want to get married when you come back? And I'm like, yeah, you know what? We'll do that. We'll do that when I come back. And then when we came back, I guess I came back the Wednesday, and then Friday we got married. So it was very interesting. We're very strange individuals. We just do things spontaneously. So, yes, that was me and Trev's little adventure. I'm a Buddhist. I'm an Eastern Social Buddhist. And I chant Nam-myoho Renge Kyo. And I'm pretty sure all my friends and family know, especially my mother, of course, because she practices with me. And I go to Japan, I try to go to Japan on a yearly basis as a pilgrimage, as a way of seeing, or connecting a little more deeper, to my spiritual, roots. And that's where the spiritual roots are, is there in Japan. And I try to go there once a year and try to kind of gear myself up for the next coming year, throughout the year, so that I can always be focused and connected and stay with enough fortune in my life. So the more I pray, the more fortune we have. And me, myself, and my family especially. Yes, I love going to Japan. Levant, oh, my heart. He is a beautiful spirit, young boy, just trying to find himself. He's in college. I'm so proud of him. He's at Plattsburgh University. He's doing finance. He is everything parents should ever want in a child. I love him to infinity. More and more and more. Troy, oh my goodness. Troy has a personality of his dad. Always want to joke, always want to, watch, the comics, the old time Disney, what is it? The Three Stooges, the Honeymooners, Bugs Bunny, that's their favorite thing. That's all they like to do. He reminds me of the image of his father. His personality, his kindness, his lovingness, his giving me big hugs, mommy, 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 always making sure mommy's okay. He's my heart and joy as well. Brianna, oh my goodness, Brianna. Brianna is, I say in a way, me, a little mini me. They say we look like each other, but I mean, she's my mini me. She's my baby girl. She's, the one that wants to look like a girl, act like a little girl, wanna, put perfume on, which she gotta stop that, because I see bottles in there that's totally empty. I'm done with it. But anyway, she's Brianna. I love her. She's just a great kid, and she, always, is looking up to me and grandma, and grandma, mommy, mommy, mommy. So yes, my daughter is precious, and I love her to death. Oh my goodness. My mother won't be no me. I just have to say. She is caring, she's loving. My mother is so 1,000% supportive of me, of anything that I do, of how I do. She might say to me, why are you doing that? And then I'm like, well, I'm doing it because ABC. And she was like, oh, okay, let me see how this pans out. And then at the very end, she's like, oh, I see. The one thing I can say to my mother, I shouldn't say one thing, but many things, and one of the things that I remember about my mother is that she used to tell me, you can do anything you want to do. You just make sure you put your mind to it, and I know you can do it. And I've always had that in my mind. Whatever I do or however I do things, I always would say, you think my mother would approve? You think she would do that? No, she wouldn't do that. Or I might just put a twist in it anyway. Or, or you think how my mother would look? Would she do it like this or would she do it like that? My mother is an inspiration to me. She has come a long way. She has supported me through thick and thin when we didn't have anything and when it was just her and I, and we went through our trials and tribulations. That's my girl right there. That's my, yes, I have my best friends. I have Michelle and I have Shalisha, but my mother is my best true friend.
Dear mama, please no one above you. You all appreciate it. Don't you know we love you?
My next 40 years and beyond, I am determined and I will be. I see myself as becoming an HR administrator or HR director at West Point one day. I'll get there, I promise I will. And enjoying my family and making sure my family is peaceful, they're happy, and we continue what we have as a family. That's what I want my future to be. Just happiness. Plenty of love, happiness. And of course the green stuff money. You can't get over that. Oh my goodness, it's so many people to shout out to. I don't even know where to start, but all I can say to you is each and every one of you have came in my life for a time and for a reason. Not for a season, because obviously you guys are still around. And I want to say, and I would definitely want to give a shout out first and foremost, my grandmother who is gone. May she rest in peace. But she's where I am today. She gives me the drive. She gave me the tools. She gave me the way to do things. And unfortunately, when she was here, you don't get to appreciate people when they're here on earth. And unfortunately, I am appreciating her now when she's gone, but it's okay because all the things that she did teach me, I'm actually exercising it today. Mommy, oh my gosh, you of all people know, it's nothing that I can say about you and I relationship. I mean, it's in a bond, a mother-daughter bond that is so wonderful that nobody and anybody can never break. And I want to tell you, thank you for being the mother you've been. Thank you for continuing to be the mother that you have been. And I want to say I love you and thank you for the best 40 years of my life. Shalisha, Michelle, I don't want to put you in the same category, but the cameraman is telling me to hurry up and get this done. So, with that being said, Shalisha, Michelle, Shalisha, thank you for so many wonderful years that we will continue our friendship. You guys are more than just best friends. You guys are sisters to me. I love you guys. You guys are second to my children. You guys, if something was to happen to me and Trev, you guys have my children, and you know how that's about. So good luck with that. So hope and pray that me and Trev stay over forever, so we'll be okay. Okay, good. Last but not least, I definitely got to give a shout out to my brothers, Nate. Oh my goodness, Nate. Omar. Oh my goodness, Omar, Nate. I don't know who else. But you two, you guys are so good to us. You guys are more than just brothers as well. I'm pretty sure I can say, safe to say, what Trevor says, those of you guys are brothers. We love you guys. You guys are family. We're just not friends. We are family, and we can always count on you. I also want to give a little shout out, little here and there. Valerie, you don't know how much you mean to me. I love you. I cherish you. You're definitely a sister. You and your sister Denise definitely helped me at a time when I needed a job, and I was at that job at unemployment. It kind of sparked my career as an HR person. So I want to thank both of you guys for your love and support throughout the years, especially, for all the time you've gained for me. Who else am I going to say? I don't even know. Shuggy, my cousin. How can I forget you? I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Love you. Smooches. Your sophistication. Your. Oh my goodness. Everything about you is just class. And you know how me and you do. We're just about class. Last but not least, my mother-in-law, my sister-in-law, my family, my nieces, my nephews. I love you, I love you, I love you. But last but not least, I do not want to forget this one man in my life that I love so much. I want to give a dedication to my husband. I love you, Trev. And I hope we spend plenty more years together. And one more person. I'm sorry. He's telling me to wrap it up, which is I want to say to my father, Ralph Kelly, I love you. Thank you for bringing me in this world. And I just want to add something else. You weren't around too much, but I had an opportunity to have my godfather raise me. And I got to give a shout out to Elkins Williams, who he has been a joy in my life, and I love him, and I know he is resting in peace. But I know if he was to see me in the family now, he will be so proud of me and what I've accomplished, of me and my mother. And nothing against you, Poppy, but I love you too. You have picked up and you have, brought me to where I am today as well. So I want to thank everyone, just give you a shout out, and I hope you enjoyed the video because I just wanted to give this as a dedication. This is my 40th birthday. Oh my gosh, I'm 40. If this is what I look like at 40, you guys better watch out because when I'm 50, I'm going to be fierce. Remember that. Bye. Love you. Smooches.